Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focus advisor here. It's Lifestyle Focus Friday. Happy New Year. Today, we're going to be talking about abundance and mindset and how it can boost your wealth planning for 2025. You might want to be sitting back, relaxing, and joining us for this episode. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, or you're feeling like you never reach your financial goals, it's time to shift your mindset and unlock the secrets to abundance and wealth planning strategies that work and can be effective for you in 2025. In this video, we're going to empower you with the abundance mindset and how we're going to talk about how it can help you transform how you think about your financial future. From breaking free from a scarcity way of thinking to cultivating a growth mindset. We're going to explore these strategies on the inside, and hopefully you take away some habits that can help you achieve your financial goals for this new season. So whether you're just starting out or you're just looking to level up with your wealth planning ideas, this video is for you. So get ready to boost your wealth and all your planning success for 2025 and start living an abundant life. And it's all going to be because you dreamed about it, and it's going to be the life that you dreamed of. So do me a favor, join me on the challenge. Adopt my abundance lifestyle mindset and see if it transforms you for 2025. So check us out on the inside. We got a lot to talk about today. Thank you for joining us. And as you can see, we got another hot topic for you. And I can't wait to share this information with you. So sit back, relax, and unwind, and join us. It's Lifestyle Focus Wealth. On When the Lights Go Out, are you ready? See you inside. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. It is a happy new year. And I have to tell you, I'm really excited about 2025. How many of you got to take a moment to just exhale and breathe? How many of you took time to look at all of your achievements in 2024 and how far we have come together? You know, some of you that are regulars on our podcast, I got a chance to talk to you. And I was amazed about how far we've come, how far our mindsets have come, how far our finances have changed, and how we're beginning to enrich other people's lives. How far has it been for you? I want to know. So do me a kind favor. If this is your first time being on our show, I'm going to encourage you to make comments throughout our podcast. And if you hear something that is a takeaway, put the words takeaway right before it. And that will help us to identify that this is something that you're learning. You're getting value from our conversation. And we want to know that, so that we can share it with you and our friends online as we're going live today. And I want to know what enriches you, what empowers you, what is the aha moment. And it gives me an opportunity to talk about it live. I'm also going to introduce to you the concept of abundance mindset today and its relevance to wealth planning. And if I can help to just set the stage a little bit, and why it's so crucial to your success. If you can imagine just focusing on shifting from your focus from limitations to possibilities. Man, I can't wait to get started on it today. When we're talking about shifting your focus from limitations to possibilities, from scarcity to abundance. That's the essence of the conversation today for abundance mindset, is how do we make that shift? Instead of dwelling on what we lack, we need to concentrate on the opportunities and the growth that are right here in front of us, and believe that the world is full of potential and resources, because everything we need has always been in the room. You hear me say that all the time. Everything you need is in the room. So if that is indeed the case, why is it that we found, I want to share with you, I got to share with you this important fact. There was a study by Thomas Stanley and a gentleman by the name of William Danko, and they found that over 80% of millionaires are first generation rich. %. This means that they didn't inherit any money whatsoever. Okay? It means that they built their wealth themselves, simply through some smart financial practices and growth-oriented mindset. So, do you truly believe you can achieve financial abundance? I do. I really do. I really do. So we're going to talk about adopting this abundance mindset, because it might be the key to unlocking your financial potential and turning your dreams into reality. So, I think when we start off our year, it's just a great way of doing it, is to start thinking about how our mind needs to continue to develop and continue to shift, and how we have our conversations, watch our language, and apply our principles. And once we start to do this, you'll start to see that the people around you, the people around you start to change. Everybody around you starts to speak differently. You start to speak positivity into the atmosphere, into the universe, into your heart, and into your wealth planet. That's so significant. Ooh, I get chills. I get chills. Happy New Year to you. Hey, Sam, Happy New Year to you. I see you out there. Hi, Leela. Good. Happy New Year to you. I see you, B. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. And listen, it's a live show, guys. It's live. Hey, Donna, how are you? Good to see you. So, hey, look, it's like a party going on right now. It's like a party going on. I miss you guys. Just in case you don't know, you can catch us every Friday at 1 o'clock for our Lifestyle Focus Fridays. This is when the lights go out. Are you ready? Today, we're talking about abundance. We're talking about mindset, y'all. How many of you got your planning sheets out, your goal sheets, and all that good stuff? Did you get them out? If you got them out, we need to add this conversation to your vision boards. We need to add this conversation to your vision boards. Today, we're talking about the abundance mindset and how it can boost your financial goals, right? And how it can get you there. And some people want to know. I want to know. So we're introducing this concept of an abundance mindset and its relevance in 2025. I want to set the stage of why this perspective is so crucial for your success. I think it's so important. I think it's important because you gotta think. Imagine this. You heard me say it in the opening. If you can shift the way that you think, the results probably are different. Right? Would you agree with me on that? If you shift the way you think, the results are probably different. Well, if you start to shift your thoughts from, man, I'm limited, I can barely do this, I can barely do that, to having limitless possibilities to, I can have that. All I have to do is focus on it. Do you know how big a change that is, y'all? Do you know how big a change that is? From scarcity to abundance. You know, in 2025, I'm going to be honest with you, the mindset is even more relevant than ever when it comes to wealth planning, because with the rapid advancements in technology and the evolving financial landscape, you know, the world is becoming more interconnected than ever before. So if you can adopt this mindset, by having this mindset, it can set the stage for an unparalleled success. It encourages you to embrace change, seek out new opportunities, approach your financial planning with a whole new positive perspective. I love the growth-oriented mindset. You know, I'm loving it that we're beginning to talk to younger people about these changes. So you guys better sit back, relax, fasten your seatbelts. We're going to have a wonderful conversation today. We're going to have hey, look, it looks like somebody in our group knows who William Danko is. So that's right, the millionaire next door. Language. I see it. Thank you. Let's talk about why it's crucial. Here's 5 reasons I think this conversation's a crucial one today. I'm gonna give you 5 reasons. 1, adaptability to change. I know when we're sitting around, we're talking about planning with people, and on this podcast, we talk about what millionaires and billionaires do. And a lot of times it's not the product that people pick that makes all the difference in the world. It's not the product. Sometimes it's just simply how they think about things. It's the mindset, the adaptability to change. And when you have an abundant mindset, preparing you to thrive in an ever-changing environment by opening up new possibilities and innovations. There are some people who are still writing love letters, but they haven't gotten to the point where they want to send an email, or they haven't adapted to the change of a cell phone as the new computer or even AI. These adaptability to change. And I think this is why you're seeing so many more young millionaires, because the world is changing so rapidly that our Gen Zers, they're accustomed to this change. They're accustomed to the change. Number 2, increased opportunities. When you start believing in abundance, it helps you to recognize and seize opportunities. I'll be honest with you. These are opportunities that happen that you normally would overlook. And this is what's driving financial growth today. Again, young people are becoming entrepreneurs from their bedrooms, from a camera, and they're driving tremendous wealth through intellectual property, through TikTok videos, through Facebook, through, creating new ways of having business for themselves. Number 3, there's an enhanced level of resilience. This mindset of resilience allows you to bounce back. When you have a setback, the things that we're scared of, setbacks, it allows you to bounce back and continue to move forward and push towards your financial goals. More and more today, people have an enhanced resilience. Why? Because the way the world is set up today, the way everything is set up today, it only encourages this level of behavior. So when we talk about the 4th one was empowerment and confidence. What happens when we give financial education to the degree that we're explaining it to you? If we start to explain this abundance mindset, you start to feel more empowered, more confident in your abilities to achieve financial success. It's not about, oh man, I only make $10 an hour or I make $15 an hour. We start talking about you can have that. You can buy that real estate. You can learn to shift equity. You can learn to become your own bank. You can learn these trades. You can learn these strategies, concepts, and you can provide solutions that will transform your life. And number 5, holistic growth. And when I say holistic growth, I mean beyond the financial gains. Okay? An abundance mindset supports overall well-being. And that's what we're here to talk about. Lifestyle focused wealth. We're talking about your overall well-being. It's leading to a more balanced and more fulfilling life. It's simple. By incorporating these abundant mindset principles into your 2025, it's just going to make you much more successful. Why? Because you're cultivating a positive, proactive approach to life. It's going to lead you to a sustainable, holistic life and growth. It's going to do that. It's going to do that automatically, right? It's going to do that automatically. What do you think? What do y'all think? Hey, put it in the comments below. If you're following me and you're listening to me right now, if I'm making sense to you and you've already started your board or you're starting to think about what you're going to write up for this brand new year and you understand what abundance is all about, is meaning a life that is continuous. You're not going to run out. And then stop and ask yourself, do I live a scarcity mind? Do I have a scarcity mindset? And that's a hard pill to swallow for some of us. We don't want to admit that some of our habits are based off our scarcity mindset. Some of our ways of living keep us in this little box because we're afraid. We're afraid of running out of those resources. But when I talk about abundant resources, there's no limit. It's no limit. If you can eat all the gummy bears you want, there's no limit. Right? There's a difference when you think you're going to run out versus someone who knows that there's no limit. And if you can adopt this abundance mindset, where would you be? Are you ready to explore how to adopt that perspective in this journey for the next 2025? So we're putting it on the calendar. We got 12 more months. The last 12 months went by very fast. So let's go ahead and get started practicing right now. Let's start discussing this common scarcity mindset that many people have and find out why it's hindering the effectiveness of your wealth planning. So I'm going to tell you, a lot of people unknowingly operate in this scarcity mindset. They really do. Again, when I say scarcity, this is what I mean. I mean that we're focusing on limitations. We're focusing on fears, and we have a sense that we just don't have enough of the resources. But this perspective that we're discussing today is so significant in my opinion because if you've come from a scarcity mindset, it can truly significantly hinder where you're going. It can hinder your wealth plans. It can automatically shut off the growth of your finances. And here's 7 ways that it does it. I'm going to give you a few ways. You know, I think the first thing that comes to my mind is fear. It's fear. Because scarcity is about what makes people overly cautious or afraid to take calculated risk. This can lead to missed opportunities to invest, a reluctance to diversify a portfolio. There's so many different things there, right? And we have to be careful. Some of our media even scares us to death, to the point that we don't make a decision, right? Number 2, I think short-term focus is also one of these things. Those people with the scarcity mindset often prioritize immediate gains over long-term gains, which can result into poor financial decisions. It's unlikely that they're going to reach their goal. That's just how it is. They're neglecting to save now. They're neglecting to invest. The third reason I'm saying, because you're limited on opportunities. When you believe resources are what I call finite and can prevent individuals like yourselves from seeing or pursuing new opportunities, these limits that we put on ourselves, they really don't exist. They really don't exist. This limits your ability to innovate or expand your wealth. You know, maybe you got a CD at a bank, but now you want to buy some real estate, but you learn about cash value insurance. Then you learn about owning a business. And if you're open to it, you start to understand the difference between individuals and businesses and the taxation involved. And then you start to understand the value of owning nothing and controlling everything. That's expanding our thought. That's the financial principles of wealth. We're expanding our thought the whole time. You know, it's just the beginning of the year. Would you say the world is stressed out? You know, unfortunately, those events that happened in New Orleans at the first of the year and Nevada in the first of the year, we weren't even 2 days into our new year. Stress and anxiety. Constantly worrying about not having enough can create stress, anxiety, impacts your overall well-being and decision-making process. So, how are we supposed to make quality decisions when we're stressed out? When you're stressed out, you know that makes you more hasty. It makes you more irrational with your choices when it comes to your financial choices. And then number 5, we begin to think, we second guess ourselves. We self-sabotage. Once you start to self-sabotage, it can be a nightmare. I can see, I hope y'all are flowing with me. I see y'all burning up my comments right now. Don't forget to like us, share us for this information. Let me go back. Hey, listen, if you're watching our program, and I know 62% of you that watch our program haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? If this information is giving you some value that you can use, do me a favor. Stop for a moment right now. Hit the like, the share, the thumbs up, the subscribe button, please. Why? Because we need you. We need you in the room. We need you to tell somebody else about the financial education that we're giving on this podcast every Friday at 1 o'clock. And it's going to help you grow. It's going to help your community grow. And it's not fun to grow by yourself. You want to grow with everybody else. Have you ever been out of school by yourself or get out at a different time than everybody else in your community? You're out for summer break and everybody else is still in school. It's no fun, is it? It's no fun. It's no fun at all. I want to be out with my friends. I want to be out when everybody else is out. Why? Because I got someone to play with. Well, guess what? If I have someone to share this type of mentality with, I think we'll have much more fun. I think we'll reduce each other's stress. I think we'll give each other more compliments. I think we'll be able to see our friends thrive, our families thrive, our associates and comrades at work thrive, just because we're having meaningful conversations. Instead of these self-sabotaging conversations. And the sixth one, I got to put this one in here. You know you're talking to someone with a scarcity mindset when comparison and envy comes into the conversation. You know, the mindsets often that lead to comparing one's self to others, and they start feeling envious of their success. This can create a negative cycle of resentment, and it decreases the motivation to improve one's financial situation. John, he's just wealthy. I'm just not even going to try to be wealthy like John. Are you kidding me? You and John, there's nothing different about John, except for John's putting one foot in front of the other, and he's starting to believe that the things that he thinks about, he can have. That's the big difference. And then lack of generosity. A scarcity mindset it's simple. It can make people hesitate to share their knowledge, just to give back. Talk about things they're believing in will deplete. Their resources will deplete. However, generosity can foster connections and opportunity to ultimately contribute at a higher level financially and create more growth. John, that's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Have I mentioned something already that do you know these kind of people that are around you? Do you? Because if you do, you need to be able to identify who they are and then do the best you can to get away from them. Here's another. With a scarcity mindset, individuals are less likely to believe in their own abilities to grow and learn. This can hinder your willingness to acquire new skills. or the knowledge that it takes to enhance your financial planning. It impedes your growth mindset. And when we start talking about your growth mindset, that's so important, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. Because if we're not growing, what are we doing? The opposite of growth is decay. You're rotting from the outside in. Which brings us to poor financial health. You're constantly operating in a place of fear, limitations that are unhealthy financial habits, right? Such as hoarding your money, being overly frugal. You can't never, it negatively impacts your quality of life and your financial health when you start to be this way. So, and when you're that way, you miss the opportunities to collaborate with others. Scarcity thinking it can prevent people from wanting to collaborate with you. Fearing that sharing resources or knowledge with you will reduce their own potential. How many people out there, and I know this happens in the financial world all the time, you'll get someone that's a new advisor. Instead of that new advisor partnering with someone with some experience, they'll try to do it themselves because they're fearful of losing more money. When the truth is, the education that they're getting from the experienced advisor leads to a longer life time of money and growth for their businesses. So when we miss these collaboration opportunities, it limits our networking opportunities and our mutual growth. It's not just our personal growth, it's our mutual growth that misses, right? So recognizing and addressing the scarcity mindset is crucial for what I call effective financial and wealth planning. Because we have to have the conversation about shifting towards abundance in that mindset. Because it's easy to have the conversation of scarcity, especially if you didn't come from those means yourself. But once you start to shift, once you start to have more of an abundance mindset, you know what happens? You reduce your stress. You enhance your overall financial well-being. And then you start to realize it's all about the potential for growth. And then you start to focus on long-term success. Isn't that amazing? Am I hitting on all cylinders today? Am I hitting on all cylinders today? Somebody let me know. Let me know in the comments if we're having the right conversation today. Yes, jealousy and envy is real. I do agree with you on that. Man. You guys, I was just thinking over the weekend how blessed we are, right? How blessed we are to have another day. How blessed we are to even have this conversation. And, you know, I have to be honest. When I started out on this journey of providing financial education over the media, I didn't see it the way it's become. Is that, you know, just having this conversation can bring hope to those who don't see it. Being a part of our community, our lifestyle-focused wealth community, doing exactly what other millionaires and billionaires are doing, and then having regular, everyday, hardworking people who have committed to having this conversation every Friday, who have committed to going out into the community and having these conversations with friends and families. And I even had one of our members just tell me he was going out on a date and he's going to talk about some of these principles at his date. I thought it was a wonderful situation. Why? Because the people that we want to talk to, we need to be in alignment with one another. Can you imagine when two people get together and they both have an abundant mindset about their relationship, how far they can go? This is not just transforming your conversation about money. This is a transformation about your approach to everything you do. And it includes your wealth and financial planning. But if you think I'm saying wealth as in cash, I'm talking about the things that matter, moments, trips, opportunities that you can't get back. That's what I mean by wealth. That's what I mean. Okay. So I want to explore something. I want to explore some of the principles of the mindset, including, how positive thinking and gratitude play a part into this, and the importance of setting up an expansive financial goal. Because on your data sheets, when you get to creating the way you want your 2025 to look, let's not just make it a goal sheet. Let's dive deeper than that. Let's dive a lot deeper than that. I want you to completely understand from this conversation how these principles of abundance can transform your approach to wealth and financial planning. And I'm going to share with you the difference. Here it is. The first one is positive thinking. Positive thinking is what I would say is the foundation of an abundant mindset, because it involves the opportunity and the possibilities of everything around you, rather than focusing on the limitations and the obstacles that you may be facing. By maintaining a positive outlook, you're going to more likely identify opportunities. You're going to boost your motivation. You're going to improve decision making. All these things are going to happen when you start thinking and putting more positive thoughts into the atmosphere. Woo! Yeah, RJ came with it this time. Happy New Year to you. Yes, I had all of you in mind. I want to fill the airways with nothing but positive, strong, positive energy. And if you're watching, I see you watching, and I haven't seen a comment from you, please say something. Tell me where you're from. At least just tell me where you're from. All right? Tell me your name. Tell me where you're from. Send me a DM if you're scared. What do I mean by identify opportunities? What do I mean by that? Well, it's when you believe that good things are going to happen. You're more alert to the opportunities rather than you would be to overlook them. It's just saying, hey, I'm conscious about good things can and will happen to me. If I go out today, I'm a great person. If I say something good to other people, they're going to say something great to me back. If I go out and help one person, 3 people will be willing to help me back. When I talk about boost and motivation, positive thinking can enhance your motivation. It can help you persevere when times get more challenging. Because once you have a strong mental capacity, it's hard to break you. So if I focus and I practice on positive thinking, I'm going to improve my decision making because I have less stress, I have less anxiety, and it helps me make more rational and more effective decisions. This is why positive thinking is on the top of my list when it comes to this approach. I'll give you guys time. I feel like y'all are writing a lot of information down. You know, you can catch the playback too. Sit down with your family and run it back. Hey, when we come back, I'm going to talk to you more about what we're doing. We're going to take a small break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the next positive thing. And I want to take a moment to dive into gratitude. Gratitude. And why it's a crucial part of the abundance mindset. But after we return, we'll see you in just a moment. Hey, join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Membership's starting at $16 a month when you pay the annual subscription. So register online today at www.lifestylefocusedwealth.com. So we're back. We're here to talk about gratitude and why it's a crucial part of what we're discussing today. And what we're discussing is the abundance mindset. Because when we talk about gratitude, it's about appreciation. It's all about appreciating what you have and recognizing wealth in your life. And that can be a few different things. When I say that, you know, it could be that we shift in focus just a little bit. Gratitude shifts your focus to what you lack and to what you already possess. Okay, so from what you lack to what you already possess. That's giving you a sense of contentment and fulfillment. You know, sometimes when, I don't know, when I was younger, I had to get the car, I had to get the gold chain, I had to get the house, I had to get the things that everybody was going to like to love me, right? But after you've gotten through all those self-gratifying things, you start to realize that there was still something missing. Something that didn't drive you, something that just doesn't hold you the way that you thought it would. And then you start to declutter your life. You start living a life of minimalization, meaning, I'm not saying you don't have great things, you just don't need all the extras. And that focus starts to shift. That sense of contentment that I talked about, that fulfillment with helping other people, the time spent with your family, watching other people around you grow, maybe because you planted a seed and helped them impact, and it impacted their decisions. The next one is the well-being, enhancing well-being. This is the practice of gratitude as well. It's been linked to the improvement of our mental capacity, our physical health, and which can positively make an impact on your productivity. Whether you're at work or you're doing financial planning, it all works the same way. And guess what? When you're more productive, more and more people recognize. If I'm losing 5 to 10 more pounds, people are going to recognize that. I'm more and more productive. And then what happens? It attracts more people. So the attraction of more is the believing in abundance as well. And it's expressing gratitude that can attract more positive experiences to your life. more opportunities to your life. I think these things are important. So, when I talked about earlier, setting some financial goals, I think it's important to understand when you set expansive financial goals in the world of the abundance mindset that encourages you to set an ambitious and expansive financial goal rather than settling for some modest or very conservative target that you know you're going to hit. That when you wake up, you can feel your feet hit the ground. That's your goal. Okay, I'm not saying that's not important because we could wake up and not feel our feet. But Lord, if I feel my feet on the ground, I'm about to run this race faster than I've ever run it before. What's the goal behind that? Think big. We need to think big. I don't want you to limit yourself to small things. I want to hear and talk about your safe goals, but I don't want you to limit yourself to those. I want you to aim higher. Set goals that challenge you to stretch your capabilities, stretch your resources. You might know people that you might not think that you can get in contact. Guess what? When we start thinking about it in a much more expensive way, we're all connected. Your vision, it don't need to be what's going to happen next week. It don't need to be what's going to happen in the next day. I know when I'm in my financial planning firm or my insurance planning firm, I know I would tell people all the time, the people that I meet, I'm not looking to do business with them tomorrow. In my mind, I'm probably going to do business with a person I shake hands with 2 years from today. Why? They get a chance to observe who I am and I get to observe who they are. And some people read and say, we read each other and we find out we're more in alignment at a quicker pace. And it might happen before then, but it's not expected to. Well, when I have a long-term vision like that, we're focusing on strategies rather than short-term gains. And that can also include investments. It can also include savings plans and continuous learning. You got time. You got time to learn. You have plenty of time to learn. Okay? How am I doing out there, folks? I see y'all out there. Man, there's a lot of messages. I see you guys out there. We're also talking about growth-oriented plans. And in growth-oriented plans, this is where we create plans that prioritize growth. So on your goal sheet, if you finish at 50,000, we got to see some growth. 11% growth is what you want to shoot for or more, whether it's growth in your stocks, your real estate, expanding your skill set, or even your career opportunities, you need to seek some growth. If it's stagnant, then you might want to think about it again. I like the idea that there's only an add or a subtract. Either you're adding to my life or you're subtracting. Let's keep it real simple. It doesn't stay the same. It's one of the two options. And then you start integrating these principles. When you're integrating these principles that we're talking about and you fully embrace an abundance mindset into your wealth planning for 2025, these are principles into your daily life that I think are going to be essential. Number one is daily affirmations. You got to give yourself positive affirmations to reinforce your belief systems in the abundance and potential. Maybe you just came off the best year in your career. And you might be thinking in your head, it's a fluke. It's not a fluke. What? It's not a fluke. You need to tell yourself it's not a fluke. If it's in abundance, you could do it again. And you could even do it better than you did last time. And if you create more of a growth-oriented plan, you can increase from what you did last year and continuously get better. All you have to do is keep, I like to talk about the gratitude journal. Y'all keep a gratitude journal for 2025. A gratitude journal is a journal that you keep that regularly affects or reflects on appreciation of all the positive aspects of your life. Maybe you just got the house that you wanted. Maybe you just got engaged to the person that makes your heart rumble, you know? Maybe you just got the most fantastic career and it's been right in front of you the whole time and you didn't realize it. It is okay to put this gratitude down. Write it down. Lord, I'm thankful for these things. And then last, the vision board. Everybody understands the vision board. We've talked about the vision board, right? Where you create your vision board, it's expansive. It's got your financial goals and the steps that you need to achieve your goals. It has that. Well, if you put it in a closet, it doesn't work. I went to a friend's house one day and opened the jacket closet and their vision board fell out. Well, a vision board is intended to be out and visible as a visible reminder of the things that you want to draw and attract in your life, the things that you want to keep focused on and motivated on. But it was in a closet. So what do you think that person's going to see? Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm giving you some secrets to our challenges. I can't wait to have you in our courses over the next year. Because if you're listening to this information right now and you're getting value from it, please understand, we go deeper and deeper and deeper into these things in our mastermind discussions, in our one-on-one discussions. If you're thinking about becoming one of our clients or you need help with some of your planning, this is the level of thought that we're going to bring to the table. And you have to stop and ask yourself, am I getting that in my current situation? If the answer to that is no, then it's probably time to start looking and seeing what else is available to you. Our doors are open to you. You don't have to be out here by yourself. Please keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind. Okay? So let's talk about some insights, and I know we gotta wrap it up pretty soon. There's a lot just to talk about, and once I get started, man, it's just too hard. It's just too hard to stop. It's too hard to stop. Okay, I'm loving you guys in the comments right now. Big hearts to you guys. Thank you. That's absolutely right. You have to be a subject matter expert at some point, right? Just to have conversations like this, because people need to know that you care. We need to know that you care. I want to reveal some key insights, or what I call breakthrough moments about shifting your mindset to the abundance mindset that can lead to what I call some tangible improvements to your wealth planning outcome. And here's an insightful piece that I like to share with you. When it comes to shifting to an abundance mindset, you got to understand that it can significantly enhance your ability to recognize and to capitalize on opportunities that you normally would have overlooked. I can't get that across to you more. For instance, if you imagine you've always viewed the stock market as too risky and beyond your reach. This is a classic scarcity moment. This is how the mindset of a scarcity mindset person works. Now, if you take an abundance mindset, you can start believing in the potential and the growth for learning the stock market. You can decide to educate yourself about investing. You can start attending seminars. You can start reading books. You can even consult with your advisor. And as a result, guess what's going to happen? You will begin to see your stock market not as a risky gamble, but it's going to be a platform for long-term growth for you. You start making informed investments gradually because you see your portfolio growing. This initial breakthrough, it opens up further opportunities for you, like investing in real estate, like starting a new business. The successes, one success reinforces another, and your belief in abundance starts to get bigger and bigger. It creates a more positive cycle of growth. And you start going after bigger, more important things because you know if I ask for it, I can have it. And then that shift in your mindset not only impacts your financial outcomes, but it transforms the way you approach your life. And it makes you more proactive, more resilient, and more confident in your abilities to achieve financial success. See, if you can embrace what I'm saying, this abundant mindset in 2025, you're not just changing your financial strategy, you're empowering yourself to create more prosperous and more fulfilling future plans. Are y'all with me out there? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, I love you guys. I do. I really do. Hey, don't forget to join us. Look here, it's only $16 a month when you join. Join our club. We want you in our community. Become a member of our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Why? Because we need you. We need you. We need everybody that we need in the room. It's the beginning of the season. Go ahead, crack open your checkbook. Commit to more financial learning and education. Be a part of our team. Be a part of our community. Join our nonprofit work where we share financial literacy, financial education, and teach financial intelligence by putting in these principles and watching you grow, placing these seeds in your mind and watching you grow. If there's somebody that you could say could use this type of information, send them to us. We want to talk to them. We want to talk to them. Bring the friends. We want everybody to be successful, right? That's what it's all about. We want everybody to be successful. There's no use in keeping it by ourselves. So here we are. We're going to wrap it up. And in summary for today, I want to encourage you guys to share your own experiences with us. After next week, I hope that you send me a DM, send me text messages. You can send me emails. You can go to roncojohnson.com, and all of my information is there. I just want to know your own experiences with mindset shifts, and you can put it in the comments. And I want to invite you to come back and watch this next week on our next video on some practical wealth training strategies and planning tips, right? I'd love to hear from you. I'm just asking, before we leave, have you ever experienced a mindset shift that changes the way you approach your finance? Have you? I just want to know how did adopting this abundance mindset impact your planning over the life of a year, over the last 12 months, or I want to know. If you're willing to share your story and your insights, put a comment below. I'd like to track it. I'd like to follow you. I'd like to follow you for the next 12 months. And at the end of 2025, experience and share the insights and what's happened and how you've developed and how you've grown and how you've taken advantage of collaborations or seen potential opportunities that you were able to get involved with that you normally bypass. Your experiences might just inspire someone else. And that's what we need. That's what this group is all about. We need more and more people taking their first steps towards financial abundance to help other people take that step. And I'm going to ask you just very kindly, don't forget to tell someone where you found us, right? Let them know. Let them know that you came here. This is Lifestyle Focus Friday. This is when the lights go out. Are you ready? I want to invite you to join us. And we're going to talk about some practical wealth planning strategies to help you turn your financial dreams into reality. And together, we're going to make 2025 your best financial year ever. Hey, that's my time. I'm Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I could go on and on and on. I love you guys back. I do. I really do. Thank you so much. And listen, why don't you go ahead and get on in? It feels good to be loved. It feels good to share love. It feels good to be a part of this lifestyle focused wealth community. And we're impacting the world one person at a time. And we're giving you positive energy so you can make the right informed decisions so you financially can do the same thing millionaires and billionaires have learned to do. Well, listen, that's my time for today. Thank you guys for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you next Friday, as every Friday, 1 o'clock, right here in your face, talking about the things that matter, right? I'm Ronco Johnson. This has been When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? See you next time.